Hello everyone, and welcome to a new style of Nuzlocke. Introducing CardLocke, a new way to make Pokemon games a little bit more interesting. As you can probably tell by the title, Pokemon Cards will be dictating how you play the game. Before we get into the video, allow me to explain some of the main rules behind CardLocke.
Rule 1.
Players will be opening packs of Pokemon cards, which will choose your Pokemon for each leg of the game. A leg of the game is equivalent to each gym, meaning one pack per gym. Players can only use Pokemon available in their game's generation. For example, if you're playing with Fire Red or Leaf Green, Gen 1 through 3 Pokemon are the only cards that can yield a usable Pokemon. The only way to obtain these Pokemon will be through cheats, so Gameshark cheats will be used. A, to create Pokemon encounters, B, to guarantee catches, and C, to help level Pokemon after each new leg.
Rule 2.
Players must use the Pokemon on the card. This means no evolutions through leveling up, evolution stones, or trading, etc, etc. What you see is what you get for your journey.
Rule 3.
Players will have 10 possible Pokemon slots, each coinciding the sequence of cards in a pack. As you might expect, players are not guaranteed to fill all 10 slots. This is because of trainer cards, Pokemon outside the game's gen, and other situations like that. In the start of the game, you will have all 10 slots available. At any point, if your Pokemon faints, you will lose that slot for future packs and the remainder of the game. So keeping your Pokemon alive is crucial for more than just friendship. To help manage the slots as the run continues, using Excel or a notepad will prove to be useful.
Rule 4.
After successfully defeating a gym, the player will open a new pack of cards and swap their teams out with the newly obtained Pokemon. You can use rare candies to get your Pokemon to the old Pokemon's level, if you choose to do so, and players will choose one Pokemon from each leg of the game to be used after the 8th gym is complete. That designated Pokemon can be stored in the PC, and the Pokemon is no longer tied to the slot rules.
Rule 5.
Every Pokemon card pack has an energy card in it. To make it a playable slot, players can use the typing of the card to select a random Pokemon which correlates with that energy. To make it more challenging, you can use the entire list of current Pokemon. This means you're not guaranteed a Pokemon depending on what gen you are playing. To make it easier, just use a list of the game's gen Pokemon. Remember, it counts as a slot, so if you lose your energy Pokemon, you lose it for the entire game.
Rule 6.
Some additional classic Nuzlocke rules also apply. All Pokemon that are obtained must be nicknamed. Players may only level their team to the current gym leaders +2. No items during battle. You get the gist.
Rule 7.
At least in my videos, in my runs, I will be raising the stakes. In order to keep the cards I open, I will fully have to complete the run. There are two main rules that will cause me to donate the cards being open. The first is when any Pokemon faints throughout the game, all cards pulled in the fainted Pokemon's pack will be donated. The second is simple. You lose the run, you lose all the cards in the run. Cards will be given away to subscribers on the channel, or more importantly, the children. Be sure to check out future videos to be updated on the donation list, but of course this is a very optional clause and can easily be opted out of.
Alrighty, that's all the current rules for a CardLocke. As we experiment more with this type of Nuzlocke, I expect that these rules will be adjusted. If you want the rules to yourself, check the description below or join the channel's Discord where we have the rules outlined. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started.